Hello everyone, welcome back once again to Packs and Recreation, and today we're going to crack open a Epilogue booster box from March of the Machine, The Aftermath. And as I already told you and showed you, as you can see, this is kind of the wrong way of doing a booster box. This is a booster box, this is not a booster box. This is a booster box, this is not a booster box. So, what is this? Well, this is 24 packs of Epilogue boosters. What is an Epilogue booster? Well, it's a booster with only 5 cards on it. The advantage is that heavy quotations there. I'm trying to play devil's advocate. The advantage being that you don't get commons. You only get uncommons, rares, and mythics. And you have a guaranteed foil and showcase card per pack. So if it's only 5, that means that 1 is foil, 1 is alternate art, and those multiply because you get a rare or a mythic every time. Or Niv missed it, nice. Even the cardboard is like shorter than usual, but at least the art is nice, I guess. There is that. And these are the boosters, and as you're going to see, well, this is not much of a booster really. These are 5 cards boosters. Well, they come with a separator. Oh my god. They come with a separator maybe because they are so thin and small. Then they needed, like, did they really just invented this for this? Because the normal boosters don't have this. What the hell? Okay. At least not that I recall. Like the March of the Machine ones don't have that, I think. Or maybe I'm just old and getting tired. I don't know. So 24 of these. Let's crack them open as we talk about, I don't know, some Magic the Gathering stuff. So what happens in March of the Machine, The Aftermath? Not much. That's really disappointing. I remember when March of the Machine, The Aftermath was oh look, the card from the insert. Sigarda, Font of Blessings. Nice. Flying, other permanents you control have hexproof. You may look at the top card of your library anytime, and you may cast angel spells and human spells from the top of your library. Oh, okay, I mean, jeez. And for 2, 1 green and 1 white. Okay. Welcome to New Capenna. Even though I think that's Innistrad. In terms of... Okay. It's only 50 cards, so that one was the foil one, by the way. This is the special treatment one. And you will see that you'll get a bunch of repeats. Sometimes even in different treatments, but repeats nonetheless. What happens in terms of story? Well, not that much. The cards show interesting stuff. Like, for example, this is Nissa doing stuff because Nissa fights with a creature because the plane hates her because she was Phyrexian or something. It's kind of iffy. And says the creature wasn't like any Nissa had seen, but she dealt with it as she would any threat. So she killed it. No, but Pianalar, Consul of Revival. Nice. The whole story is, well, Eljon is dead. Yahoo, I guess, because they killed her in the most meh way possible, and the whole thing is that planeswalkers don't have their spark anymore. That's why the bundle comes with a very fun insert that says, "Did you lose your spark?" Blah blah blah, which is like, very funny, but it's sad to be an old person because you realize the intention behind stuff. Oh, Rocco, Street Chef. Nice. Nice looking card, kind of unplayable, but very nice looking. Antiquarian Contempt. You realize the intention behind stuff, and in this case, intention is like, well, you say it's a story set, you put 5 cards in a booster, you try to sell them to me for the same price, which, as you can see, I bought regardless, so don't do that, just buy the singles. technically you get more value, but the problem is that the cards are all very bad. Everyone was expecting that. I mean, if the set was like this, the cards, I mean, some bangers, right? Because otherwise it's like, no, everything is kind of meh and not very playable. In standard, they're not very useful, and in commander is like, well, I guess like you have a land, and that's pretty much it in terms of deification in foil. Nice. And the alternate treatment is campus renovation. That looks like one of my playmats. It's just very nice looking. But that's where it ends. Right? It's like very nice looking, not much happening. In terms of story, it's like, well, a lot of people just lost the spark, so they are no longer planeswalkers. Haha. And some others are planeswalkers, ironically. Like Quintus, I think it's called Quintus, the elephant dude from Strixhaven. Now he's a planeswalker now. So why? Your guess is as good as mine. Because you will think that, I guess they did that to try to compensate maybe because of having less planeswalkers, but the story was done in a way that I can imagine the people at Wizards feeling very smart, like, hey man, we do it this way. It's going to be crazy because the story is going to be like this, it's going to be like Marvels, and then at the end we will have a tree that works as a path between planes, so you don't need the planeswalkers to travel anymore, and that will allow you to have like crazier stories with legendary characters. See, like Nissa lost her spark, so there is that. And actually, this was one of the spoilers. The Nissa without the spark was one of the things that people were like, "What?" when it was spoiled, and then after the fact, we're kind of whatever. And I can feel them, feeling very smart, like, "Oh yeah, we're going to totally do this," and because of Realmbreaker, we don't need planeswalkers anymore, so everything can be legendary creatures. So that means that everything can be a commander in Commander. So that means more money because everyone plays Commander. That's great. And I guess, but it feels kind of cheap. Not the fact that they lost their spark, which to a degree, yes, it's kind of cheap. But what feels very cheap is there were no consequences. Like most of the stuff, like the invasion was like, what, 2 hours long? Like it wasn't an invasion so much as it was a fart of an invasion. I was like, oh, we're going to attack. Forget it. We're not going to do anything. Let's go home. They disconnect the plane. By disconnecting the plane, everything stops working because the direction oil works like Wi-Fi operated or something. And it's like, okay, I guess that if there is no oil, if there is no plane, the oil stops working, which is kind of pointless, which means that the invasion stops immediately. A bunch of cards that we see in the set, like Talia and the Gidrock monster, are very nice looking, and you're like, oh my god, but they are fan service because they can't justify it in the story. It doesn't happen. And overall, it was just like very meh. But you could be like, okay, it was very meh from the outside, right? Like maybe we just see it like being this very brief thing, but maybe that's us, right? Like maybe you see that when the aftermath comes out, you see that a bunch of people died and a bunch of stuff happened. And it's like, no, actually the aftermath kind of goes out of its way to be like, not a lot of people died, don't worry. Like your favorite characters are still alive. And it's like, why are you undermining your own stakes? Like that already happened with at Ravnica, and you do it again. It's like, why would you do that? Like that means that the next time there is a Magic the Gathering story that is like, oh, we may die, the consequences will never be the same, kind of type of thing, we are not really going to believe you, because it's like the story of the kid and the wolf, right? Like, oh, the wolf is coming, and the wolf never came. So when the wolf actually comes, no one believed him. Here is the same. It's like, consequences, like they kill a random character in Ravnica. It's like, okay, no one cares about that dude. And then for Master of the Machine, it's like, oh yeah, man, consequences, like they kill Elish Norn, maybe, because as we know, Phyrexians are like cockroaches. You can just rebuild them. And it's like, no, but the plane was destroyed. It's like, yeah, sure. The same as Salfir, right? Salfir was also destroyed, it came back. So whenever you feel like you need money, you're going to bring Phyrexia back. That's kind of how it works. And because Phyrexia is a very cool concept, and good guys become bad guys and stuff, and Phyrexia All Will Be One had, I don't know, 15 planeswalkers or something. By the way, Niv Mizzet, which is the other side of the insert of the box. So nice. You will be thinking, wow, what luck, right? To get the cards from the insert. It's like, no, they're only 50. Like, actually, I can do them. You can do the math afterwards, so I can put it on the screen. But I don't think we're going to get the 50 cards from the set, which is kind of shameful. But I wouldn't be surprised if we are like super close. Obviously, we're not getting every card and every variant because that's not viable. Because Wizards made it so that is not viable to happen. But we can try. Or no, maybe, because the cards are not that good, so it will be just a waste of money. See, like, same cards again, but oh, this time is foils. Like, thank you, I guess. And again, so you can bring new Phyrexia whenever, or Ultra Phyrexia, whatever they want to call it this time, whenever you feel like it. And the nostalgic people like me will be like, oh, remember Phyrexia? And it's like, yeah. And the new kids on the blog will be like, oh, look at these cool looking cards and designs and creatures. And it will be like super duper, right? But do we care anymore? Like, that's, to me, that's the thing. Is like, do you feel anything when they are like, for example, where is Jace, right? Like, no one knows where the hell is Jace, right? And no one can say where the hell is Jace, because Jace just kind of disappeared. And I'm talking about Jace because I know that Jace is like the pretty boy of the Magic the Gathering lore, and everyone loves Jace. But I mean, I don't care much what happened to him. I mean, all of the Planeswalkers had a very shameful display of everything. I was about to say choices, but really everything during the Phyrexia All Will Be One storyline. It was like, oh, look at this. This is kind of a copy of Infinity War, but it looks like it's a display of, let's see which character is the stupidest, right? Like, you're in a war technically. Jor-El, voice of Self-Fear, nice. You're in a war and you have no plan. Elish Norn is already waiting for you, and they disrupt the hell out of you. What the hell is this card? And why does it look like a comic book card? Steve Ailis. Okay. And I don't know, man. Overall, like, Jay's going in like, yeah, we have a strategy. It's like, no, you don't. Plus, you're supposed to be the smart dude. You are the blue character. Plus, you read minds and all that stuff. Like, really, please stop being an idiot for a second. Which is asking too much from Jace. We all know that. But the whole Nissa thing. I mean, Nissa. I can't say I'm the biggest fan of Nissa. Like, I really don't care that much. Even though in my beginnings, I was a green player mostly. So obviously I had a lot of contact with Nissa, but I don't care that much. Like, it's not like she's my favorite planeswalker or anything. Although my favorite planeswalker, I have to admit, is kind of a douchebag, which is Sorin. And Sorin is kind of useless. If you see his track record, he always fails. I mean, he doesn't even appear in these sets because obviously, well, he was in Innistrad, Crimson Vow and stuff, so it will be too repetitive. But it's like, really, the guy that the whole Eldrazi conflict was because this dude wanted to protect his plane, and you are telling me that you have a multiverse invasion at his door, and he's just like, nope, I'm a married man. I need to cut the grass or something. It's like, Soren, which, to be honest, is kind of on character for Zorin, because Soren is always not useful. Like, every time that you need Soren, oh, nice looking car, very old school, Vesuvian Drifter, Vesuvian Drifter. Nice. Every time that you needed Soren is always either not there, or he just screws up in a very creative way that you're just like, sorry, please don't do that. Like, he has, quote, good intentions, and he always screws up. So it's like, sorry, my dear, sorry, no. I mean, and I kind of bias, and you may be asking, well, if you complain that much about him, why is it that he is your favorite character or favorite planeswalker? And he's like, well, I don't have a good reason to tell you, to be honest. It's because it was the first planeswalker that I pulled. So, and he kind of looks like Geralt of Rivia, so I guess that's the thing. But when I started to look into, his stories and background and stuff, it was like, oh, okay, this dude is very bad and useless to a degree, right? Like, what's up with this dude? So I immediately stopped feeling liking it too much. But anyway, last booster. I don't know. Nissa was like, Luca just went there and is like, I'm going to bound with this dangerous looking creature. And Nissa's like, no, please stop. And he goes and does it anyway. And it's like, oh no, the machine is right. We need to do this. We need to do that. It's like, Luca and Nissa, you both, no one understands that the machine is the one controlling him. It's like, well, that's on Luca's character because he's kind of the marine dude. He's kind of that, that type of thing. But it's like, really though, like, and then Nissa just loses because of him, and she gets completed, and you have that kind of fatal encounters, not fatal re-encounters or something like that, or fateful re-encounters or something. For lands, there's only one land, by the way, so is this one, the one that we're going to pick for this video. For blue, I am pretty sure it's going to be this one, but Tolarian Contempt, I always like it, because in the special style it's just beautiful. But yeah, it's going to be Vesuvian Drifter in foil. I mean, look at that, amazing. And just for her to be like, no, it's okay. Then she removes the metal pieces from herself. Apparently you can do that. So being Phyrexianized is kind of whatever, apparently. Like, no one, like, oh yeah, you got Phyrexianized. It's okay, I can just remove this. And everyone uses their own magic to remove it. Like, Nahiri removes her own because, I mean, she's a Lithomancer, so if you go by Avatar rules, the Earthbenders, if you are tough, you can actually learn how to bend metal, I guess. So that's kind of the logic here. I will say that it's like, oh yeah, I guess this one is the best looking card on red. It's like, yeah, she can control Phyrexian metal. Like, that's cool. Look, she removed it. It's like, oh, okay, so no consequences, huh? Okay, that sure is convenient. That there are no freaking consequences for anything after a war. It's like, oh no, but Tamiyo died. It's like, well, yes, I guess, but she appears as her son's stand, like as if it was a JoJo character or something. So did she really die? I mean, if you can still see her, and likely she will talk to him because she's a kami or like spirit or something, and in Kamigawa you have a spirit, so it's kind of pointless, to be honest. The edification, I think it's going to be the edification. Not a lot of good looking white cards. I'm very confused about this one, to be honest. Normally people complain about the anime cards not looking like Magic cards and looking more like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but that one is nothing. For tokens, we already know it's going to be a knight, so I'm going to skip this one. And for these, well, See the Tamiyo's son with Tamiyo on the back. So, plus you can tell that she's still alive because I refer to him as Tamiyo's son. So there is that, I guess. I think I'm going to go with Niv Mizzet, but I don't want to be every time that I pull it, just it's always Niv Mizzet. But what can I say? The cards are not that great looking, and no offense. I mean, maybe okay. Let's go with Cosmic Rebirth. No offense to the artist or anything. The way this looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh card, like the Cursed Dragon, but that's going to be this one. As you can see, this is kind of underwhelming. Like the story itself that it tries to tell, and it's like, oh, the aftermath, right? It's like not that much. It's kind of whatever, to be honest. But yeah, let me know what you think. Obviously, this is not worth it. I'm not even asking for your opinions, unless you have a different opinion and you think this is worth it, in which case, please share it, I guess. But not really worth it. If there's like one card that you want or you need for your deck, I guess just buy the card. Like, even if you get that card at a crazy expensive deal, like $30 for that card, which, mind you, there are no $30 cards in this set, it's still cheaper than buying a box. So just buy the single. Like, this is pointless. Yeah, like at all. And Nisa just got the short end of the stick. So poor Nisa. All this was a pretext to just screw her over. Like, all we wanted was a pretext to convert her in Fire Action, and then now this is a pretext to see her as a non-planeswalker. So whatever, I guess, right? I don't know. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you liked it. I don't know. Share your thoughts, like, subscribe, and all those things that the cool kids say. Hope to see you next time. Hope you had a great time. Thanks for your time. See you next time. This has been Packs and Recreation. Bye.